Let's talk about coffee real quick.
Coffee, right?
So
now you're not a coffee drinker, where I've developed a tolerance for coffee, where a lot of coffee drinkers are like, oh, I need coffee. I don't need coffee. I just feel it's like
it's almost just automatic.
It's just been automatic now, just from being a dad for the last like 2 years and waking up at like 6 a.m. You're like, all right, just Jen will be like, you want coffee? I'm like, is that a real question? Like,
I mean, it's like, just get it done.
Just get it done. Yeah. Like, do you really have to ask me anymore? Like, yeah,
absolutely.
So it's almost like the brain fact, like you don't necessarily need it, but it's like it's been put in your brain, like, okay, coffee in the morning.
I think important to acknowledge, like, you have an AM like early wake up call, and anyone that has that early wake up call, if I had that, the time in my life where I had that early wake up call was when I worked at Wawa,
right?
And we got 3 cups of coffee free while we're like on shift working.
Nice.
So when I had like a 5 a.m. to 4 p.m. shift, that was when I started drinking coffee. I never drank coffee before that because I didn't have to be like a morning. Granted, like, yeah, did we get up early for school? Sure. Did I drink coffee when I was a kid? No, never.
Me either. No.
I think I tried it once and I was like, this is basically poop water, like that Woodstock video. Right?
Yeah. And I remember my dad, speaking of coffee. So my dad, every morning, I distinctively remember every morning my dad grinding coffee beans. Every morning I would be waking up to, and then even Jen would be like, can vouch for me because, when she was sometimes like, even spend the night sometimes when we were first dating and stuff, she would be, waking up because she would have to go to work the next day. And she would be, remember him like grinding up the coffee beans, and just like, he does this that early in the morning, like every morning, like until he got a Keurig, then he had to worry about it.
Yeah, well, the Keurigs didn't come out till like 10 years ago or 15.
I think they're still relatively new in
the
years.
Last 10, 15 years, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, instant coffee, pretty much.
Right. My dad still uses a percolator, like, to make his coffee.
Oh, yeah, I know some people still do that.
Yeah, I mean, he like swears by it.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is a Keurig. Like,
now, do they like strong coffee, medium, or like how strong do they usually drink it?
I'd say my dad likes his like a little darker than my mom. I would guess that your parents are kind of like the same.
I'd really, to me, coffee's coffee. I never really had like a preference of like it's either got to be like really dark or like medium. Like, coffee's coffee to me. I think it's more for me like as long as it kind of has a little bit of a sweet taste to it. Like, what? Because I drank black coffee here and there, but I'm not too big on black coffee. Like, it's usually the creamers that do it for me because I've always been a sweet guy. But it's usually the creamer and then sugar. I don't put a lot of sugar in my coffee anymore. More I get the sugar from the creamer, so then it kind of eliminates all the sugar that you put in. Because some people, they'll put the creamer in there, then they'll put like 2 and 3, 4 spoonfuls of sugar, where it just like, now that's just way too sweet for me. It's like
overkill.
It's overkill. Yeah. So like, even like the small little creamer cups, I'll put 2 of those and I'll be fine. And if they don't have them, I can drink black coffee.
I've done it before.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a taste that you have to acquire, I feel, if you're not used to it.
Right.
Like, if you haven't had it in a while, it does give like a little bit of a bland taste. But yeah, normally it's like creamer, like either 2 of those little cup creamers or like, a little bit of creamer, and I'm good. I don't really need a whole bunch of sugar in there.
Just had this conversation this morning because I made myself 2 cups of coffee this morning, actually, which rarely I drink coffee
right
at this point. I was just like jonesing for it. And the creamer that we have here is just like straight creamer. It's not like flavored or anything.
Oh, okay.
Creamer. So
the like liquid creamer or the powdered creamer?
Liquid creamer.
Okay. Have you tried the powdered creamer before?
I have. I've done it.
Do you like it? Me either.
It kind of sucks.
Whoopsie. Yeah, same.
Oh, you suck.
Whoopsie.
You suck.
Whoopsie. But
yeah,
I never got into the powdered creamer. That's I don't know who invented that. They need to stop doing it. I mean, hey, if you like it, go for it. But I'm always liquid cream.
Liquid cream. Yeah. So like I did a pinch of sugar in my coffee, and I'm like, this doesn't taste great. So when I made my second cup this morning, I did like
A little bit more,
double the amount, and I was like, okay, this is what I need. Just
right.
To like the sugar holster has like a tiny like spoon that you use to scoop it, and I would usually just do one because I'm like, I don't want all that sugar.
Exactly.
But I did like two, and I'm like, I'm enjoying this like way more. It's not overkill.
Yeah.
For me, like just like you, I would prefer like a flavored creamer, like a French vanilla or like
French vanilla,
hazelnut.
Those are my go-tos.
Yeah, me too.
If I don't have French vanilla, it's hazelnut. Or if they don't have French vanilla, hazelnut. Wawa, shout out Wawa. They had a peanut butter flavored coffee.
Haven't tried that yet.
It was good.
It's pretty good.
It was good. And they had a nut. Their blueberry was a blueberry cobbler coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I've had that one.
So good. When they say limited edition, it's literally like 2 days.
Yeah. Like everyone's drinking it. It's gone.
Yeah.
You can't even get it. And
it's like so good. And I feel like I only usually get like to try it like one time because it's always like very, very limited. Like the peanut butter one was out for a couple weeks. But the blueberry one, whenever I see that, I'm like, all right, snatching that.
Yeah. They're literally like, want some blueberry cobbler? Sorry, here's some blueberry.
It's still a B. I mean,
Life's a B, right?
All